Good evening, believers. How are you doing? This is Love Coach Dasha coming to you today for the Healing Hour Live. Glad to be here with you. It's been a trying week this week. My whole family got sick. I'm still a little weak, but I'm way better than I was. So I am glad to be here with you. Hello, hello. For those of you who have not met me yet and don't know what this is, hey Lou, hey Sassy Money Sassy. I see you over there on Instagram. Hi, if you've never met me before, never done this with me before, this is the Healing Hour Live. Oh, Mama Khan, you couldn't find the link? I just posted it in Facebook too. But I don't know why it does that. Hello, glad you're here. This is the Healing Hour Live. This is especially for you if you're a woman who has been through the pain and the trauma of being cheated on, but you want to stay with your boo. You are not on the girl, leave him team. That's not your team. That's not where you're trying to be. You want to stay with the person that you love, and you're trying to figure out how in the world that you can possibly do such a thing when everybody is telling you that it's a horrible idea and you shouldn't do it. I am here to tell you it's not a horrible idea. I am here to tell you that it's perfectly sane and rational and probably a very good idea to be with the person that you love. All right. So we are going to operate on that. We are going to operate on the idea that this is a good idea. And I'm going to tell you what I've learned myself personally about getting through this particular trauma because I've been through it. This is maybe 17, this 15 years later after the last time that it happened. And, you know, I tried all the things. I tried everything that everybody was saying, all the books, all of the advice that I got. I tried all of that, and none of that was helping me heal. It wasn't fixing the relationship. It wasn't making me feel more secure. It wasn't doing anything for me. So I decided to not do any of the things that I had been told to do, and I decided to do the opposite of the things that I was told to do. And guess what? When those things didn't work, the opposite thing worked. And I came up with the dreams formula for recovering and reconciling after infidelity, and the rest is history. I am here for you every Thursday to answer your questions about how to get past this, how to actually get over this infidelity and get to a good place in your relationship again. All right? So if that is you, I'm glad that you're here. Hello. Let me make sure I can see everything. Where is my video? All right, should be here. There we go. I can see. All right. So if you're here now, if you're on a replay, give me some likes, give me some love. Make sure you give me some comments. Let me know that you're here. I am excited to talk to you today and bring all your questions, everything that you want to know about healing, about getting past this, about getting to a better place. I got the answers for you. I do. Just ask me. All right? Glad that you're here. Okay, so the first thing that we always do is go through some things that you can do on your own. You can always do that are going to start to help you to deal with this trauma, okay? You need a plan. You need things that you are consistently doing that are going to help you. All right. So these are the things that I've come up with every single time. If you start doing some of these things, it will start to help you get out of this pain. I promise. Just start. Okay. Just start and be consistent with it. It will start to help you get out of this pain. First thing is to do your deep breathing. Have you been doing your deep breathing this week? If you've been with me before, if you're not with me, I'm going to always tell you to do your deep breathing. It is important to be able to deal with the trauma by using your deep breathing. When we are going through trauma, our body reacts physically to that trauma, not just mentally. It is not just in your head, it is in your body. So if you start to control what's going on in your body, you're going to feel better mentally too. That makes sense? Hope that's a simple thing. So if you take control over your breathing, you're going to help that. You're going to help your body and your brain know that you are safe and it is okay to calm down. You don't have to keep freaking out. You don't have to keep having these awful thoughts. I know I wasn't safe then, but I am safe now. Here, let me show you, is what it is. All right. So what we're going to do is 4-7-8 breathing. We do 4-7-8. Now, you can do any kind of pattern you want. You can do 5-5-5. You can do 8-3-2. I don't care. I don't care what it is, just as long as you are consistently doing a deep breathing exercise. And what we're going to do is we're going to blow out. Make the noise. We want to create that trigger in our brain that when we are making that noise, we are calming down. All right. And then, because you can make good triggers too. And when we do that, all right, we are going to blow out. We're going to inhale for a count of 4, mostly through your nose, if you can breathe through your nose. Hold it for a count of 7, and then you're going to blow out for a count of 8. Okay. We need to be working on that consistently. Oh, is my video shaky over there? I see it flashing on Facebook, but it's not on StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but it's acting up. Okay, let's stop. All right. But we're going to do that for 3 times. We're going to do that 3 times in a row. But when we are doing our deep breathing on our own, you need to be doing it 5 times in a row. Okay? We need to be doing this 5 times a day, spacing it out through the day, consistently bringing that I am okay, body, it's all right for you to calm down energy into our lives. You need to spread that through the day so that you're consistently telling your body that that's what you want to do, instead of just telling it 1 time a day and then expecting it to remember all day. All right. We got to get into the habits of healing. All right. So we're going to do this together. We're going to do 3 times together for the sake of time. Blow out, inhale through your nose, hold the breath for 7, and then blow out for 8. All right. Inhale for 4. All right, first things first, blow out. Inhale through your nose, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. How do you feel when you do the deep breathing? Let me know. If you're here now or you're on the replay, comment and let me know how you feel when you do the deep breathing. It should feel a little soothing. It should either wake you up or make you a little sleepy. It can do both. You're getting oxygen to your brain when you need oxygen in your brain, and so sometimes that will perk it up, and then sometimes it will let it kind of rest. So if you're getting that oxygen into your body, it's a good thing. Oxygen's always good. We breathe. If you don't breathe, then you are not living. So if you are consistently working on your deep breathing, you are going to calm yourself down. It is going to be no time before you realize, oh, I have control over my feelings. I do not have to feel this bad all the time. I know a 3-year-old, and I teach her deep breathing too. I did it with my children. They're old now. They're 15 and 18 now. But when they were little, that's what I taught them. I sat them down. I said, okay, I know sometimes you're going to cry. I get that. But if you are upset and you can't calm yourself down, you got to breathe. And I taught them first starting off with just blowing. If you can teach a little kid how to blow a match, how to blow a candle out, you teach them to do that part first. And that part is good. Even when you're having a hard time, if you're having a difficult time getting your breathing together, blow out. It reduces carbon dioxide in your system. It starts to immediately make you feel a little bit better. But if you teach a kid with that way to blow, and then every time they get worked up and excited, and you say, hey, you got to blow, and they will be like, And that means they have to take that deep breath, and then they blow, and they blow it out slowly, and then they got to take another deep breath in because you blew out everything. So if you can learn to do this consistently and teach other people around you to do it consistently, I'm trying to tell you, doing your deep breathing and having the people around you do their deep breathing, I'm trying to tell you, it changes lives. If you just start with that one thing, you're going to start to feel better. People around you are going to feel better. All right. Second thing is doing your journaling. Have you been doing your journaling? Have you been sitting down with yourself 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, and giving yourself some self-care time to explore your feelings, to write them down, to discover patterns, to figure out how you feel about this, that, or the other thing? If you don't do your journaling, you are missing a lot of information. When you have been through a trauma, your brain feels like it's super sharp. You feel like you are remembering everything right now. And I guarantee you, you are not. Your memory in trauma is affected. It is definitely reduced. So you're not remembering things as well as you think you are. If you are writing them down, however, guess what? You remember them better. And it's always great to look at your journal and see patterns. You write your date, you write your time, you write your level of anxiety, 0 to 10. 0 is no anxiety whatsoever. 10 is I want to rip my hair out, tear my clothes off, run screaming down the street naked. That's how bad a 10 is. Chances are, if you're writing in your journal, you're not at a 10. So voila. And you will discover the patterns in the dates, in the times, in the things that you're writing about that will trigger you. And now you'll know what those triggers are because you wrote them down and you went back and read them. You don't know that information until you actually go back and read it a lot of the time, because in the throes of the trauma, you don't think about that stuff. You are just following whatever question your brain throws out at the time, following the pain, following the grief. You're not actually thinking about what's happening. So if you are sitting down with your journal twice a day, getting those thoughts out of your head, the things that trigger you, the things that upset you, the things that stress you out, and the good things too, not just the bad things. Put all of those in there. You will have a complete picture of your overall emotional state and any dips and peaks that you need to be aware of as you go forward trying to heal. All right. So I don't care what kind of journal you got. What I got today. Let's pull out Lila and Stitch. All right. It doesn't matter. Just plain pages. You can get one that's got prompts in it. It could be pretty. It could be $1 from the Dollar Tree. It doesn't matter. As long as you're sitting down with your thoughts, reading and rereading what you've written and writing down what you are going through. Put little stars, put some special sticker on the days that are really, really good, because then you'll be able to flip back through the book and really instantly be able to be like, oh, there's a good day. I did have good days. It felt like everything was bad, but I did have good days. I can see it right here. It's in my journal. I wrote it down. I put the sticker on the page. So it will help you in a ton of ways. Do your journaling. Okay? Everybody that's here now, I see you. Are you with me? Give me love. Give me likes. Let me know that you're here with me, whether you're here now or on the replay. I see more people coming down in. Come on in and talk to me. You know I want to talk to you. Let me make sure nobody's asking any questions. All right. All right. The next thing is to be grateful. To cultivate a practice of being grateful, because we are trying to move off of those traumatic feelings, those traumatic thoughts and memories. So if we are consistently feeling things before, it starts to change the rut brain when you've been dealing with trauma. It starts to let your brain know, no, life is not bad. Life is not terrible the way you're saying it is. Life is good. Life is all right with us. Things are going well. I don't think that things are going badly. And so the more grateful you are, the more often you dwell in that, the better you're going to feel about it, okay? The better you're going to feel about your life in general, and the less you're going to be thinking about the negative things, all right? Mom Khan said, every morning I thank God for at least 10 things / people in my life. Girl, good habit. It is an excellent habit. There are things that you should do when you first wake up, because your brain is more elastic. in those time periods when you first wake up and then when you're right before you're getting ready to go to sleep, your brain is more elastic. And so if you keep on, like, first thing in the morning, I am going to focus on being grateful and just being thankful for good things in my life. You are turning your attention towards something positive instead of the trauma. So that's an excellent thing to do. All right. I don't know what is going on over here. It keeps blinking and stuff on StreamYard and on Facebook. It's acting a fool. But if you're having a hard time seeing me on Facebook, come on over to Instagram. It's all good. Or check it out on YouTube. I can still see all the comments and everything on YouTube. So come on over there. If that is annoying, it's annoying me because it's annoying me. Flashing and blinking and whatnot. I know, Tracy. I don't know what the heck it's doing. I bet she's doing it on YouTube too. And it must be StreamYard. StreamYard's having a hard time. I don't know what all it is. I don't know. I don't want to what stuff. Just come on over to Instagram. Shit. I love Coach Tasha everywhere. Can I do anything about that? Stream. Yeah, I don't know. Can't do anything about it over here. That's all right. Come on over to Instagram. I'm everywhere. All right. So being grateful is the thing that we're talking about. So I always do Thirsty Thursday in the group because I want you to focus on the good stuff. I want you to remember the things that are good going on in your life. Mama Connie said today was the first day I woke up and didn't think about my pain in the first few minutes. Oh, that is one of those milestones, girl. It's like, oh God. It's like by the time you remember, like, damn, I've been up for like an hour. I haven't even thought about it all day. That's so good. I love that. It's so good when you feel like that because you're like, oh my God, I have not thought about it all day. That was what you put in for your Thirsty Thursday. Yep, the first thing I thought about this morning was not when you're done. Oh, it's such a relief, isn't it? Oh, it's such a relief. I know it is. Because it's like, for so long it dominates your thoughts. And the thing is, when you go to sleep, your brain kind of resets. It's the fact that we are remembering the pain first thing in the morning. What happened this morning was you didn't remember it first thing. It wasn't that, oh, my thoughts just automatically turned to it. A lot of people, if you have something else going on, if you have something else to think about, your brain can go towards that instead of going backwards towards pain. And you've gotten to the point where you can wake up and your nervous system is not automatically saying, oh, we need to go back to that pain. Remember that pain we were in yesterday? Remember? It's not doing that to you. So excellent. I'm glad for you. That's some good stuff to be happy about on this Thirsty Thursday. Gotta be grateful. Gotta be grateful for those things. All the small milestones, all the things that you're like, that's different than it was yesterday. It's not as hard as yesterday. Things are better. You gotta appreciate those. You gotta show your gratitude, say your gratitude, speak it out loud, because it's so easy to talk about the bad, right? It's so easy to do that. But we got to be constantly are whatever you say. Whatever you keep on repeating is an affirmation. It does not matter if you don't intend for that to be the affirmation. If you keep on saying, oh, things are going to go horribly and every day is going to be miserable for me, that is what you are affirming to your brain, and that's what your brain will look for. But if you are constantly waking yourself up and saying, I'm looking for things out. All right. Yes, I know that's right. Sassy Money said, I've been having those days lately and it feels amazing. I'm so happy for you too. Mama Cousin, she's happy. I'm happy for you too. Because for real, it's such a burden to wake up like that every single morning feeling like your heart is heavy. But it does go away. As you're working on this healing, that goes away. You don't have to think about it first thing. Oh, just sadness because of what he did. He wants help. He knows to reassure that he is doing that. I do need you to know, though, from you. I'm willing. He knows, okay, I'm an idiot. Let me try and help this. Let me try to help fix this. I'm glad he knows that. But sometimes it's going to be just, you got to get through it on your own. And that's it where he was there coverage. Right? Morning. Feeling good. A good breakfast again. Go out and do chores together. We consider that date time. When he goes to some or drink or some little thing, that we can enjoy while we're riding in the car, and then I'll go into whatever store and I pick him up something in the meantime too. So even the chores can be daytime. You got to enjoy every bit of the time that you get together, because you don't know when it ends. You don't know what the limit is on your life, on your time here. So enjoy all of it. Take each chores as a fun time to be with your honey. All right. So that's all for Thirsty Thursday. Thank you all so much for giving me good news to share. I love to share your good news. It makes me feel so good inside to be able to share your good news and know that this stuff is working. This stuff works. Work with me. If you are talking with me, I'm trying to tell you this stuff works. You will feel better. Right? And what else is going on? Oh, okay. All right. There we go. I noticed the light had gone off. All right. Okay. All right. I think it's back on. All right. Anyway, did that stop the blinking? Okay. All right. It looked like it stopped the blinking too. So fabulous. All right. Anyway, stop asking all those questions. That's the thing. Your brain will sit there and keep on feeding you questions to ask him over and over and over again, and it doesn't help you at all. It just makes you feel more paranoid, and then you're asking the same questions over and over, and what happens is he realizes that because his memory is not impaired, because he's not the one in trauma, and he recognizes that you keep asking the same question, so that means whatever way he answered that question before, you didn't like it. So he's got to come up with a different answer. And so then you're upset because he came up with a different answer. So you're setting yourself up for failure. All right. Leave those questions alone. Do these instead. These are better questions for you to do. This is the Healing Edition deck. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna apply to be an Instagram influencer. I think that an Amazon influencer, and I'm gonna get one of those pages, and I'm gonna put this on there because this has been a steady rock with me since I've started doing this. These have been excellent questions. These are questions this is the healing edition. These are questions that you can ask each other. You can play a little game, take 3 or 4 cards a piece, and go back and forth and answer the questions. And they're not questions about the damn affair. Every now and again, there'll be some triggering ones in there. If you discover a triggering one, guess what? In the game, you can skip it. You just look deeply into your partner's eyes for 10 seconds and say pass, and then you can go ahead and let go of the triggering questions. So even if you come across one of those, you're not stuck answering that and hurting one another. If you do come across one of those questions where you're like, that's a bad one, pass, put that in a separate deck. Put that one off to the side, and then later on, check back month after month and see if you're still sensitive to that question. You will know some things if you go back and you look through this deck and you're like, oh, that question doesn't make me sensitive anymore. Okay, yeah, I know the answer to that one. That one doesn't freak me out. All right, so you'll know your progress by the questions that you didn't want to answer either. All right, so we're going to give it 3. Hey, Katie, I see you over there. All right, what do you think makes you you? Ooh, I like that one. I have been very much working on being myself to the fullest extent possible. And yeah, I think a lot of good things make me me. What do you think makes you you? And what do you think makes you you? I like that question. We should all be trying to be ourselves as much as we possibly can. But what makes you you? What makes him him? Find that out. All right, this is the next one. It says, how do you hope we'll grow together from this point on? That's a good positive one. How do you hope we'll grow together from this point on? How do you hope we'll grow together from this point on? That's out of focus. Okay. And what do you feel the difference between fixing and healing? Interesting question there. You got an answer for that one. I want to hear it. What do you feel is the difference between fixing and healing? I think for fixing, we're trying to repair others. Healing, we got to heal ourselves. We can fix. No, we can't really fix anybody else. I don't think we can fix anything or anybody else. I think we can only fix ourselves, and that requires healing. That's what I think. What do you think about that? All right, so that's all the questions right there. Oh, you need to be doing all you can to work on your own healing. If you are waiting for your healing to begin, you're waiting for him to offer you healing in some way, shape, or form, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be sitting there trying so hard to feel better without actually doing the things to feel better. So that's what I'm all about. I am a woman who is all about action. I want you to do things. So do your deep breathing, do your journaling, do your gratitude. Do not ask those questions and do ask better questions. And so then you can get to a better place. You can get to that healed place. Now, I came up with the dreams formula, like I said, from doing the complete opposite of what everybody told me to do. Instead of saying, for the decision is the first step. Instead of saying, well, okay, you make the decision. Are you going to be faithful to me? And then, okay, well, if you'll do that, then we'll be together. No. I took that decision away. I said, no, I'm going to make that decision for us. I don't feel like you're going to make the right decision. So I'm going to go ahead and make that decision for us. We are going to be together and you are going to treat me right. That's what's going to happen. And that's what I believed in. That's what I was like, okay, that's what we're going for. And that's exactly what happened. All right. So it's all in the direction that you're trying to go. If you are trying to go in the direction of they have to fix it for you to be okay, you're not going to be okay. But if you make your own decisions and you control your own feelings, you're going to heal. Promise. I cross my heart, you are going to heal if you do that. All right? That's why I'm here to tell you. I want you to know that you have the power to do it. It sucks to me that So many women feel like, oh, the power to heal this relationship is all with the person who messed it up. That doesn't seem to make sense to me. It doesn't feel right to me. I feel like if that person messed up, okay, I know what I'm doing a little bit better than he does apparently. So I'm going to go ahead and take charge over here. All right. Oh, all right. Let me see. Have any questions? If you got any questions, you know I want to hear them. I love every bit of the questions that you have for me. I don't see any on the post. No, nobody posted. Anybody post in the event? I'm not seeing any questions. So I got plenty of time here. You go ahead on and shoot your questions at me. I think I was going over the 180 last time, wasn't I? Let's go ahead and finish that off. Let me go back to that. We were doing the 180. Our kind moderator, Angela, is always posting it for people so that they have it and know what it is. The 180 was created by Michelle Weiner Davis. She was the one that put it together as a thing. I was telling people to do it, but I hadn't put it together as a thing. She put it together as a very good thing. And it's ways for you to not do like codependent behavior, to start to change your behavior and to start to make your relationship a little bit different than it was. If things are not going well, if he's all interested in the other woman, he's all stuck, you can't get past things, the 180 is a great way to start. All right. Let's see. We were at 17. Okay. Yeah. I think last week we stopped at like 17. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because 16 was if you're in the habit of asking them where they are, ask nothing. Remember, I said don't ask those questions. Don't do it. All right. So number 17 on the 180 is that you need to make your partner think that you have had an awakening, and as far as you're concerned, you are going to move on with your life with or without your spouse. All right. I am going to be okay. I am fine. Yes, you have messed this up tremendously, and we could work out, could not, but I'm not going to sit here and freak out. I'm not going to sit here and obsess over you. I'm not going to chase you. I have had to come to Jesus moment, and I have decided that I'm going to just focus some of my attention on myself and pay attention to me for a little while and stop chasing behind you. But number 18, right after that, it says, don't be nasty, cold, or angry. All right. Just pull yourself back. All right. Let him be chasing. Don't be mean. Don't be in his face. Don't be obnoxious. Okay. Don't purposely not speak if he's trying to speak to you. Treat him like, if you are trying to talk to me and give me your attention because I am the queen and you should do that, I will grace you with my attention. I will pay attention to you. I will talk to you. We will have a friendly time together. However, if you're not paying attention to the queen, I'm not going to pay attention to you either. I'm acting like you ain't even there. All right? Don't always be so available for anything. Your spouse will notice. More important, he or she will notice that you're missing. You're pulling all that energy back. You're not in their face all the time, and so it trips them out because they're like, this is new. It was usually that energy. What is going on? Why aren't you just doing this all the time? Who asked that last week? Somebody asked that last week. Well, he noticed immediately. He was like, why are you acting like that? You just tell them, I am working on control of my own emotions. We were hurting. We've been through some stuff. I know that I need to control my own emotions, so that's what I'm working on. And just keep it as simple as that. No matter what you're feeling today, that's 19. No matter what you're feeling today, only show your spouse happiness and contentment. Show them someone they would want to be around. They remember you. They miss that light. They miss that radiance from you. Show it. Beam it. Make them miss you. Make them want to be around you more instead of being a dark cloud all the time where they're like, I don't even know if she wants me around, much less to be with me anymore. All right. Number 20 says, all questions about the marriage should be put on hold until your spouse wants to talk about it, which may be a while. You want to talk about it. I get that you want to talk about it. But If you were trying to have a conversation with somebody who is not receptive to that conversation, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be more frustrated. You're going to be angry. And so instead of doing that, okay, we're just not going to talk about it for a while. We're here. We're here. Okay, fine. I'm not leaving you. I'm not going anywhere. But I'm not going to get all wrapped up in the relationship at all either. All right. All questions about, okay, yeah. Never lose control. Do not allow yourself to lose your temper. That's a hard one when you've been through trauma. That's a difficult one too. But you can do it. I know you can. 20 no yelling, screaming, or name calling ever. No show of temper. Be cool, act cool, be in control of the only thing that you can control, yourself. Don't I say that to you all the time? Michelle is a beautiful, brilliant woman. 22 says, don't be overly enthusiastic. Don't be all, that puppy energy, that, I want to be all over you. I want to know you, kiss on you. If he is not in that energy, match that. Back up a little bit, fall back, let yourself relax and calm down. Don't be all overly enthusiastic about working this out. It's going to work out, but you just got to relax and let it flow. Do not argue about how they feel. It only makes their feelings stronger. In fact, refuse to argue at all. It works so much better if you don't argue at all. If he starts to bark, I know it wells up in your chest and you're like, I have something to say. And you think that it's going to make you feel better to say it, but it's not. That thing that you have to say, that it wells up in your chest and it feels so good. And you're like, oh, if I let this go, it will feel good. It is the worst possible thing to say. I guarantee you, okay? I promise you, I will put a stamp on it. I will give you $10 if you had let that thing that was rising up in your chest and up your throat and coming out your mouth, if you let that come out and it was a good thing, I'll give you $10 because I'm trying to tell you that feeling is never a good feeling. That feeling is always the feeling of I'm letting my monster loose. I'm going to let it out on you. And that's not helpful. Okay? So none of that arguing. We're going to keep that down to a very, very, very minimum, if at all. Let's see. Be patient. 2 words. Simple. Be patient. You are trying to have a lifetime with a person. You do not need to have everything fixed right this second. Slow down, okay? It does not require you to fix everything now. You work on little bits and pieces. This is a relationship that is going to span your entire life. You don't get it all perfect right this second and just live in perfection forever. That's crazy. Of course you wouldn't do that. So be patient about it. Let it unfold. Let it develop. See what he does. You control yourself and control your emotions and your behavior, and things start to change. 25 is listen carefully to what your spouse is really saying to you, and learn to not only listen carefully to what your spouse is really saying to you, hear what it is that they are saying. It's not just what they're saying, it's what they're saying. Listen and then listen and then listen some more. Pay attention. Get data. Journal about it. Whatever he's telling you, ask questions to clarify. Make sure that you understand what he's saying, because you're going to need that as you are going through the process. As you will start to allow yourself to heal, there are going to be things that were said that still need to be addressed. So you've got to be paying attention to that. It becomes the whole picture instead of, oh, we just got to focus on you cheated on me and that's the only thing we're going to worry about. No, that's not the only thing that you need to be worried about. Learn to back off, shut up, and possibly walk away when you want to speak out, no matter what the provocation is. Woo, girl. No one ever got themselves into trouble by just saying nothing. And yeah, that's true. You're not going to get yourself in trouble not running the mouth, okay? It's very easy to want to go ahead and pursue and talk about it and chase and act a fool, but it doesn't get you anywhere, all right? When you learn to calm down, when you learn to back off, when you learn to shut your mouth a little bit, it's going to be helpful to you. It's going to be helpful to your healing, and it's going to be helpful to the healing of the relationship too. It's not just going to be good for you. It's going to be good for everybody. All right. Oh, Lordy. Let's see. What else? What else? Take care of yourself. Oh, please do. Self-care. I do self-care Saturday every Saturday. I want you to be getting into the habit of taking care of yourself, doing things for yourself. Take care of yourself, exercise, sleep, laugh, focus on the other parts of your life that are not in turmoil. Because I know it feels like everything is in turmoil when you're going through this trauma, but everything is not. Okay? So focus on the things that are going well. All right? You got good stuff going on in your life. Focus on those things instead of focusing on, how badly everything is going. And drink water and, pay attention to your own health and take care of yourself like you would treat everybody else. You deserve all of your care just like everybody else deserves it. All right. Be strong and confident and learn to speak softly. It's so easy to want to yell. Ooh, you want to yell. Yes, you do. But you don't have to yell. You can speak softly. You can speak calmly. You can speak clearly. Another good thing to do is when you are in a conversation with him to sit down. When you stand up, you get a little bit more defensive, a little bit more aggressive in your body language and your speech. Sit down. All right. Uncross, unclench. 29 is know that if you do the 180, your smallest consistent actions will be noticed much more than any words that you can say or write. You keep wanting to write him notes. You keep on wanting to write him text messages. You keep on thinking, if I say it this way, he'll understand. Stop thinking that he's an idiot, okay? I know he behaved in an idiotic way, but he's not an idiot. He knows what the hell he did. You do not have to keep on telling him. You do not have to keep explaining it to him, okay? You don't. He gets it. It's no need. You can stop. But as you are doing these consistent actions, you will be speaking his language. His language is not words. His language is actions. So if you're doing these actions of the 180 and you are consistent with them, you are showing him that I understand your language and that it is action-based, and I'm going to do things and show you that I know that I can heal and we can heal, and that is what on the path that we're going on. 30 says, do not be openly desperate or needy, even when you are hurting more than ever and you are feeling desperate and needy. That is the last time that you need to be act desperate and needy. Okay, look, I get that we get to have our mates that can help us when we are feeling like that, when we are feeling down and we are feeling depressed and we're feeling needy and we feeling like we need that love. But this point, the way that things are going between you right now, it's not the time. All right. If you start doing all that, it's still just your emotions, not this relationship. It's you help me, you fix me, and then maybe we can get around to we all be happy together. So focus on trying not to go to him and cry to him and ask him to help you and fix you all the time. First things first, he can't do it. Second of all, it's needy. It is. It's a little codependent to think that somebody else is going to fix your behavior, fix your hurt feelings. Like, how does that work? All right. Says, oh, where did I lost my place? Do not focus on yourself when communicating with your spouse. It's not always about you. More to the point at present, they just don't care. So if you're all into this problem with them and it's tight and he's frustrated, he's fed up, and you're frustrated and fed up, if you keep talking about your feelings, they're not going to care about all that because they're in their feelings. I know that we feel like if somebody loves us, then they should be paying attention to our feelings. Our feelings should come first. And that is bullshit, okay? I'm going to call it like I see it. Because we are human beings and we experience our own feelings. We do not experience anybody else's feelings, okay? Even if you consider yourself to be an empath, you still are experiencing your own feelings. It's just your interpretation of somebody else's feelings, okay? So you've got to stop yourself from just always making it be about you. If you want this relationship to work, together, it can't just be about you. I know you're hurt. I know you are, and you deserve to feel better. Yes, you do. But we've also got to consider that we want the relationship to go a certain way, and we do not want the relationship to be all about you. That becomes an abusive situation where his feelings don't matter. It's just you that matters, and that nobody wants to be in a relationship like that. All right. 32 says, do not believe any of what you hear them say and less than 50% of what you see. That is the best rule ever. Your spouse will speak in absolute negatives and do so in the most strident tones possible. Try to remember that they are also hurting and afraid. Try to remember that they know what they are doing is wrong. And so they will say anything they can to justify their behavior. All right. And let me just say this to you. You're doing that too. If you are feeling like, well, I feel like we should just be able to talk about it because my feelings, even though he said he's tired of talking about it, it should be about me. I should be able to do that. I'm justified. If you keep on telling yourself you're justified for something, you already know you're wrong. All right. If you keep on having to tell yourself, well, I'm justified for this, you know you're wrong. You're doing the wrong thing anyway. So don't look at him and be like, well, you can't know you're wrong and keep doing the wrong thing anyway. Honey, that's what you're doing. So why are you talking to me about it? You become a hypocrite, and then he doesn't listen to you and take you seriously because you're doing the exact thing that you said that he's not supposed to be doing. Does that make sense? I know it's hard, but that's what it is. So you've got to be recognizing that all the things that they're going to say, all those stupid ass things they say to the other woman, all of that, oh, I love you, and oh, my relationship is so hard, and that's why I need to be able to have sex with you when I want to. Yes, because my relationship is so hard and I suffer so much. Why are you believing that? Why do you believe in that game? I think it's dumb that other women believe it. I think that it's dumb that side chicks hear that and be like, oh, let me help you by sleeping with you. I think that that's stupid, but okay, that's not us. We're not doing that. Okay. We are aware that that's game. All of that talk is game. And then like 50% of what you see, 50% of what you see. Because some things are not gonna, some things will look bad and they're not actually as bad as they seem because they're in the throes of doing stupid, and then you do things that look stupid, and then you look like you're really suspicious, and you're not even trying to be suspicious, but you're in that flow of the stupid, if that makes sense. So don't just automatically believe what you hear them say. Don't automatically believe what you see them do. All right. 33 says, do not give up no matter how dark it is or how bad you feel. This is critical. All right. I need you to understand this, because what will happen is that darkness, that monster is trying to get to you, is trying to make you feel so bad and experience so much darkness that it's going to say, oh, well, the love is gone. You'll never be able to experience it again. You might as well just let it go. You might as well just move on. You might as well forget about having that love and that light in your life. And that's what the darkness wants. Okay. It wants you to give up. It wants you to give up on having that light and having that love. I am telling you, that is exactly the opposite of what you need to do. You need to hang tight to that love. You need to hold on to it as much as you possibly can, and do not give up. This will work. It will work. If he's seeing her, if you're on the verge of divorce, things are going terribly, it will work. You just got to work it. Excuse me. All right. Do not backslide from your hard-earned changes. Once you've gotten the kind of flow of this going, don't let it go. Remain consistent. It's the consistency of the actions and the attitude that delivers the message. You just saying something or just doing something is not enough. If you're doing it consistently, if you're saying it consistently, you are giving him the full picture. This is the full picture. I need you to look at this. This is the beginning. This is the end. There you go. All right. They will get that that is what the message is. So the message you're sending is, I am not going to freak out. I am here with you. I love you. I will connect with you when you're trying to connect with me, but I'm not going to chase you down for it. I'm not going to beg you for your love because I know damn well I don't deserve to do that. I'm not going to do that. We are going to have a good relationship and a healthy one. We're not going to have one where I'm all codependent and crazy and you're all running the streets and cheating. We're not going to do that. That's stupid. Why would we have that kind of relationship? So as you're going through it, just being consistent about that and determining that that's what you are doing and sticking to that path, it shows him that she actually will forgive me. She actually will. She's saying that she will. I didn't think that she will because this has got to be unforgivable, right? But she's saying that she will forgive me and she's acting like she will forgive me. Let me get on my game. Let me get on my part and make sure that I'm doing everything that I possibly can to keep that forgiveness going. All right. 35 says, it's the last one. When expressing your dissatisfaction with the actions of the wayward party, we're not supposed to be doing that a lot, but if you do happen to, never be judgmental, critical, or express moral outrage. Always explain your dissatisfaction is due to the pain that the acts being committed are causing to you as a person. This is the kind of behavior that will cause you to be much more attractive and mysterious individual. Further, it shows that you are not afraid to move on with your life. Still more important, it will burst their positive little bubble, the one in which they believe they can always come back to you in case things don't work out with the affair partner. You're going to be, if you are expressing dissatisfaction, hey, you are cheating. It hurts me that you are cheating. I do not want you to be with somebody else. I want to have a faithful, monogamous relationship with you. I do not want to have to share you. I don't want to have you running around in the streets. I don't want to feel like I have to have STD tests. I do not want that. That is not the life and the partner that I want. That is where I'm having a problem. Not, oh, you're a horrible person and you're just this terrible dude and you're just mean and you're just selfish. We don't even have to go through all that. All it is that you're explaining is that I am hurting by these actions. These actions do not make me feel good. I would very much appreciate it if, as my partner, you would stop doing these things. All right? Does that make sense? Let me know. It's a lot for the 180. That's why I had to break it up into two, because seriously, it's a lot. But as you start to work on it, as you start to do it, you'll see that it works really well. I always add into the 180, especially for people who are not like living together, like cohabitating, to add in, okay, you're not supposed to be calling all the damn time, but you can text, like one good morning text. Good morning. I love you. I'm thinking about you. Hope you have a great day. All right. Was there a question anywhere in that text? No, there was not. Because when you're sending the message, I want you to send messages with the intention that that is the end of the conversation. Okay? I want you to send it with that intent, that you are not expecting a text back. If you are sending the message, you are sending the message because it is coming from you. It is coming from love. It is coming from, I am thinking about you first thing in the morning, and I am thinking about you when I'm getting ready to go to bed at night. That's it. All right? And then if you send it from that place mentally and they respond to you, all of a sudden it's like, oh, look, he felt the same way. He wanted to talk to me too. Oh, that makes me feel good. And then it will keep you going. It'll keep you rolling. But other than that, besides a text in the morning and a text in the evening, unless you have like kids and you got to update them on the kids, stuff like that, regular conversation that you got to coordinate. But other than that, if you don't have to, don't keep calling them all day. Don't keep texting them all day. Don't keep checking in and seeing and asking questions and trying to get them to respond to you all the time. That's a little codependent, because you're saying that I am going to base my mood upon how much you're texting me back, how much you're responding to me, what you're saying to me. And that's a little much. Okay. It's expecting a little bit much from a relationship. I gotta have a response every single solitary time you text, or else it's gonna be a problem. You become a problem child. Don't do that. Let's see. Yeah, once in the morning, once in the evening. That's what I add to the 180. That's what I do. That's what I tell my clients to do, especially if they're not living together. Do that like twice a day and then let him reach out to you the rest of the time. If you are talking on the phone, try and be the first person to say that you're going to hang up. It's a power move. All right. You're on the phone and you're like, hey, babe, I'm having a wonderful time talking to you. I've really enjoyed being with you, but I got to get ready to go. Got to go do something. Call me back later. That's a key thing to it. Call me back later. Now I'm going to call you back because we're not calling a whole bunch. Remember, we're not doing that. We're going to let him come to us. So you're like, hey, boo, I gotta go. I gotta get ready to run. I gotta do my hair. I gotta throw on my makeup. I gotta get ready to roll. I love you so much. You give me a call back a little bit later. Let him call you back. All right. And you will see, he will call you back. You will see it. You'll be like, oh, okay, he called me back. You will feel the importance. You'll feel like, oh, okay, he's actually paying attention. All right. All right. I have been rambling for a minute. I don't see any questions. Any questions, comments, thoughts, complaints? Anything at all you wanted to talk about today? Since I was late, I'll just do a quick rundown of the dreams formula in these last couple minutes. The dreams formula I came up with, like I said, because I kept doing the exact opposite of what people were telling me to do, because that what they were telling me to do didn't work. So it worked so horribly. It was like everything that people were telling me to do, like, went so badly that I was like, okay, I definitely can't do that anymore. That is not the answer. And so what I started to do was to do the opposite. And that's where I came up with the dreams formula. And every time, if things would start going badly again, I just come back to that. And every time, that was what it was. Every single solitary time, if I was having a hard time, it was because I had strayed off that path that I had set with the dreams formula. So, first thing is the decision. Make your decision. Is this the person? Is this the person that you're willing to forgive? Is this the person that you want to spend the entirety of your life with, and acknowledge that in doing so, you will have to forgive that person forever? You will have to forgive them until the end of one of your lives. Is this the person? Is this the person that you're willing to do that for? I am not asking you to do that for anybody else. I'm asking you to do that for exactly one person, and that's your person. And that is the only reason that I'm asking you to do it, because they are so important to you, that you love them so much that you say, okay, yeah, all right, this is my person. I'm willing to forgive them. It hurts. It sucks. I don't want to, but because they're my person, because they're so important to me, I am willing. Okay? That's a decision. Then you got the R, which is is figuring out the fear speech. Recognizing, there we go, that's the word. Recognizing and overcoming the fear speech. When you are dealing with fear speech, there's a little monster that has lodged inside your brain, or maybe inside your heart, or maybe a little bit of both. It's a little shard of a darkness monster that takes everything in your past and starts telling you awful things about yourself and your mates and everybody around you, because you have decided to go ahead and love this person anyway. All right. So it's going to mess with you. It's going to be the voices of other people messing with you. Other people are going to say, you need to leave him. Once a cheater, always a cheater. It's all of that message inside your own brain, and you get from other people. If you are in that space and you're hearing that, you have to recognize it as what it is. It's fear. They are afraid that if they were in the same position as you, that they would be hurt, and they don't want you to be hurt either. And so they're going to tell you things based in fear, not based in love, not based in this being your person. And then you're going to be listening to that fear and responding to that fear, and it's stressing you out, okay? So instead of doing that, you got to recognize that that's what it is. It's fear, and that you can't get to love from fear. That is not the path to go. If you keep on being fearful, you will never get back to the love. So you have to abandon the fear. You have to say, okay, fear, I get it. I know why you're here. I know why you exist. I know that you're trying to protect me. I know that you're trying to help me. But I am telling you, I am choosing love. I am not choosing the fear right now. And just tell your brain that over and over again and make sure that you are making that decision every day. All right. Evaluating the why, figuring out why they did this. Sick, sad, and stupid is what we cover. Sick is any kind of illness in any way, shape, or form, mental or physical. We've got sad. Sad is grief of some kind. Could be a loss of a family member. It could be feeling like the relationship was lost with you. There are reasons why they do this that are based in pain. This is not based in, oh, I just want to be pleasured. No, there's something that is going on with them that is painful that makes them do this. And the third one is stupid. Stupid is all of the stupid things that we get told about being in a relationship with one another. Men get, oh, sleep with as many women as you possibly can. Women get, oh, Hallmark movies and Disney classics. And that's what we're told. So there's a lot of misunderstandings. If dad cheated on mom cheated on dad, however he came up with love, that could be the stupid. So you know his problem. You know it. I know that you know it because you know him better than he knows himself. So think on it and figure out if you know what his why is. If it's a combination of all three, okay, great. That's fine. It can be that. But try to have a little bit of compassion for it. Understand that, okay, all of this is painful and all of this made him do something painful. That is where that came from. Didn't come from hating me. Didn't come from wanting to hurt me, wanting to see me not with him anymore. It's just the fact that he was hurting that made this happen. A is allowing the healing to happen, letting down the walls, getting clothes, putting your ring back on, starting to have sex again, going on dates, treating each other like you're actually a couple. M is for managing the future feelings. You're going to have triggers. Even when things are going well, especially when things are going well, you're going to have triggers. They're going to pop up on you. You need to be journaling about those. You need to know what they are. You need to have a plan for them. What am I going to do when I feel triggered? If I'm just, I'm in the moment and I haven't realized it and I'm suddenly triggered and I'm freaking out and my heart is pounding out of my chest, what do I do then? Have a plan for that. Have a plan to exercise and burn off some of the adrenaline. Have a plan to dance around the house. Have a plan to sing to the top of your lungs. Have a plan to break something that you have especially set aside for that particular thing. But you need to have a plan about what you're going to do when you get triggered. And then you need to have a plan for, okay, how do I not get triggered? How do I not go there in a situation? Let's see, his phone is ringing and it's kind of late. How do I not get triggered by that? How do I breathe through that and relax myself and choose not to freak out about such a thing? And S is for support. S is for getting somebody who understands exactly what decision you're making, who knows how scary it is and knows that you have to find and dig down deep to find all this compassion for him, and who knows that you're scared to let down the wall, but she pushes you to let down the wall anyway, who knows that you're going to get triggered, but knows what the plan is for the triggers. That's where I come in. That's where I come in. If you want to work with me, come on, message me, because I am looking for one-on-one clients right now. I'm looking for people that I can work with and work on a group program that I am bringing up pretty shortly here. So if you are interested in working with me, if you need that type of support, you want to be in this, you love your honey, you want to be in this, come message me and let me know, and I will help you as best as I possibly can. Even if it's only getting on a call with me about my programs, usually by the end of a conversation with me, you're going to feel better. So just come on, don't be shy. Send me an email, info@lovecoachdasha.com. Send me a message on Love Coach Dasha on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, wherever. Just send me a message and let me know that you want to talk to me, that you want to work with me, and I am here for you. All right. All righty. So we're going to go ahead and do an affirmation card. Remember, I said affirmations are whatever you keep telling yourself. If you keep telling yourself the same thing over and over again, that's what your brain will listen to. So what we've got to do is make sure that we're giving good messages to our brain. Did we try? Y'all let me know. Did you try the I'm so lucky. Everything is always working out for me. Did you try that? I want you to be trying that one too. That one came off of TikTok. All right. Today it says, today I am mindful. Got to be mindful going through this. Today I know deep in my heart and soul that happiness and self-worth are within me. Ooh, I like that one. Today I am mindful. Today I know in my heart and mind, heart and my soul, that happiness and self-worth are within me. Can't see that. That's backwards, but now I can see. Today I am mindful. Today I know deep in my heart and soul that happiness and self-worth are within me. So take that with you as you go forth this week and be mindful and know that you are making the best possible decision for your own life and work on your own healing. That's what you need to do. All right? All right. I guess that's about it. Anybody got any questions? We good? All right. Looks like that's about it. So thank you so much for coming to the Healing Hour Live. We will be back again next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and on Instagram. If you all come on, get me like 500 more followers, maybe 400 more now at this point, I can go live on TikTok too. So come on and do that for me. Come like me over there, follow me over there. But other than that, right now, I'm so glad that I got to talk to you today, and I will see you again next week. I love you. You are very much loved, and I'm very, very proud of what you're doing. All right? All right. I will see you then next time. Bye over here on YouTube and Instagram. YouTube and